So we're taking a small break from our chosen season 4 coverage to talk about a movie that I think has the potential to be the best Christian movie of this year. And I know that that's a huge statement, but this is a follow-up from Angel Studios from Sound of Freedom last year, which grossed nearly $250 million. And when I say follow-up, I don't mean that this is a sequel or the same storyline or a follow-up to that exact character in that movie, but it's kind of a spiritual successor, if you will. I think originally this movie was called Possum Trot, but then they changed the name and repackaged it to be Sound of Hope, the story of Possum Trot, which I think is incredibly smart for them to do. Now, this movie is about a small church community in Texas that actually ends up adopting almost 100 children, I think 77 to be exact. This is an amazing story that happened in the early 90s that went like wildfire back then. But I think a lot of people today don't know this story. In fact, I had never heard of this story before doing research for this project and looking into it. So I'm really excited to see what's upcoming here. Now, to be clear, Angel Studios is sponsoring this video, and they want me to react to this trailer, maybe talk about it a little bit. So we're going to dive into this trailer, and we'll give our thoughts on it. But don't worry, Angel Studios will not watch this video before it goes out. They won't control any of my words. They haven't told me to say anything, and in fact, they told me if I dislike the film or I dislike the trailer, that I can say that here. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at the trailer, and we'll dissect it together, just like we do with everything else. So let's just jump into this trailer, The Sound of Hope, the story of Possum Trot. Here we go.
Are you sure these people want us?
I know they do.
You can call me Mama.
It's hard to feel like I'm the only one who sees these things. 70% of the kids in the system are there because of neglect.
So it really seems like this is very closely related to Sound of Freedom. Has to do with kids, have to do with saving them. Very much the same tones here. I wonder when this was shot and created, if it was created under the same understanding or if this was shot well before. I'm unsure, but it has to be shot well before Sound of Freedom came out for sure. But definitely same tones here, absolutely.
The other 30% are put through hell. We need your help.
Can you imagine our kids on their own? We can't just look away. The state ain't no family.
Are you sure these people want us?
I know they do.
You can call me Mama. Oh, Lord.
That's rough. That's hard.
If we can't wrap our arms around the most vulnerable, then what do we have? No.
So to explain a little bit of a summary of this story, and if you want to check out the trailer, you can go over to Angel Studios YouTube channel and check it out over there. But to understand a little bit of the story, basically we start out with the bishop and his wife, and they actually end up adopting 2 kids, and then he basically puts it forward to the congregation to do the same and adopt more children. And so that's kind of where the story continues here.
And the children can't take the noise anymore.
This is something that we must do.
22 families want to adopt. Whole town wants kids now.
That's about right.
22 families, that's crazy.
What's happening with Possum Trot could mean a huge change for the system.
We want the ones that nobody else wants.
Who hurt you, baby? I'm not giving up on you. You can't give up on me either. What we gonna do? Everybody's falling apart.
I'm doing the best I can.
The real world hits hard.
I don't want to be here. I can't give him back.
We gotta work on this together. We your people now. And love never gives up.
Yeah, looks really, really good. I know the rest of this trailer, they've got someone talking at the end here. Yeah, so this is pretty insane that the actors and actresses that they're getting for a lot of these movies. Obviously, Sound of Freedom, Jim Caviezel, a lot of the great actors that are in that movie. This is the same thing, right? We're seeing some amazing actors and actresses start being part of these Angel Studios projects, whereas before we were kind of getting, more no-name actors that were kind of coming up and doing these different things. And now we're starting to see a lot of stars coming into play here for these movies. I'll just say off the bat, it looks really, really good. I think I probably predict that this movie is going to do insanely well in theaters. I think the same thing that happened in Sound of Freedom is going to happen with this one, where people are going to get super hyped up and excited about, you know, helping these kids and wanting to do more. No doubt in my mind that this is going to lead to people adopting kids and going into that world, if not foster care, then adopting and different things like that. This could have a major impact for sure. This is the kind of project that we want to see in the theaters, rather than, you know, Cocaine Bear or whatever else, right? This is the kind of stuff that we want to see. And so, yeah, excited to see it. Obviously, I can't give my full review or anything yet, but we'll definitely check it out when it comes out in theaters. And we will be sure to review it and let you guys know how we thought about it overall. And while I haven't seen the movie myself yet, I have gotten word that this movie is very much way more faith-based than even Sound of Freedom was. Now, Sound of Freedom, of course, had an LDS main character, so there was faith baked into that movie. However, in this movie, it is fully faith-based, fully focused on the Christian community that built up this whole foster care adoption, you know, thing. And so I'm really excited to see how that plays into everything that we see here, as it's a little bit different than we saw in Sound of Freedom overall. So it comes out on July 4th, so if you want to get tickets, go down to my link in the description down below, and you can click on that and it'll bring you straight to the tickets to buy them off of angel.com. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I'd love to know your thoughts on a movie like this. Does it make you feel uncomfortable? Are you excited about it? Are you ready for it? Are you going to invite your church family to go watch it with you? I do have a link down in the description down below, so I'd love for you guys to go and check that out. And yeah, just want to say thank you so much to Angel Studios for sponsoring this video, for allowing me to make this and to talk about this project. I'll be talking about it in the future, I'm sure, as well, as it comes out and everything happens with it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and of course, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.